Forza Horizon 3 vehicle, and this time it's Retro Saloons, which I probably should have switched to it when I started, or when I got to that point, but whatever. And after this episode, there'll be no more weird things, which I don't even know why I wrote that down. Why did I write that down? I think it's just because the last episode was kind of weird and didn't follow the way that I'm doing the rest of them. Anyways, let's go! So, first, the 1992 Alfa Romeo Milano Quadrifoglio Verde, which costs 25,000 credits, starts at C545, is rear-wheel drive and is front-engined, has speed of 5, handling of 5.6, acceleration of 6, launch of 6.6, and braking of 4.7. Next is the 1992 Alfa Romeo 155Q4, which starts at 25,000. Starts at C578, is all-wheel drive with front engine again. Is a speed of 5.5, handling of 5.8, acceleration of 6.5, launch of 7.3, and braking of 4.9. Next, and into Audi, is the 1995 Audi RS2 Avant, which costs 50,000 credits. Starts at B, which is better than those Alfa Romeos, so kind of warrants that price increase. Starts at B638, is all-wheel drive with front engine again, which you'll probably find is what most of these are, because really none of these are going to be rear engine, and mid-engine is kind of not a thing that saloons would end up having, so, We have a speed of 6.2, handling of 6.1, acceleration of 6.9, a launch of 8, and a braking of 5.9. Next, and into the considerably long list of BMWs, well, in terms of this whole thing, BMW has quite a long list of them. Starting, which, makes sense, starting with the 1988 BMW M5, which costs 54,000 credits, starts at C594, is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, speed stat of 5.9, handling, that's the same, a 6.9 in acceleration, 7.2 in launch, and 5.6 in braking. Next is the 1986 BMW M635 CSI, which costs 52,000 credits, starts at B612, is rear-wheel drive with an engine up at the front, has a speed stat of 6, handling of 6.1, acceleration of 6.9, launch of 7.3, and braking of 5.2. Next is the 1995 BMW M5, which costs 25,000. Is B class at 655. Is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the front. It has a speed of 6.9, handling of 6.2, acceleration of 7.1, launch of 7.6, and braking of 6.2. Next is the 1991 BMW M3, which costs 70,000 credits, the most so far. Starts at C598. Is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, has a 5.8 in speed, 6 in handling, 6.9 in acceleration, 7.5 in launch, and 5.4 in braking. Next is some things that you can't get in the store. The 1997 BMW M3, which starts at B654, is rear-wheel drive, assumably with an engine at the front, although the websites where I find this data are kind of dumb and they don't show all the things. It has a speed of 6.7, a handling of 6.1, acceleration of 7.4, a launch of 7.7, and a braking of 6.2. Then, there's also the 1997 BMW M3 Horizon Edition, which has a drift skills boost. It starts at A775 is also rear-wheel drive. It has a speed of 6.7, which is the same, a handling of 7.3, which is a huge improvement, acceleration of 7.5, which is a little bit of an improvement, a launch of 8.4, which is a pretty big improvement, and a braking of 8.3, which is a huge improvement. Next is the 1987 Ford Sierra Cosworth RS 500, which costs 66,000 credits. Starts at B620, is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, has a 5.8 in speed, 6.2 in handling, 7.1 in acceleration, 7.6 in launch, and 5.7 in braking. Next is the only Mercedes for some reason. The 1990 Mercedes-Benz 190E 2.5-16 Evolution 2. Wow, that name. Very catchy. Costs 150,000 credits. Starts at B628. Is a rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. Has a 6.1 in speed, 6.3 in handling, 6.9 in acceleration, 7.2 in launch, and 6.1 in braking. And next, the 1990 Vauxhall Lotus Carlton, which costs 70,000 credits. Starts at B666. That's quite nice. Is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. Has a 6.8 in speed, 6.1 in handling, 7.7 in acceleration, 7.4 in launch, and 6.1 in braking. And then the last car, the 1997 Volvo 850R, which costs 25,000 credits, starts at C564, is front-wheel drive, which probably should change that one if you're going to upgrade it, with an engine also at the front, has 5.9 in speed, 5.7 in handling, 6.5 in acceleration, 6.5 in launch, and 4.6 in braking. And that's the end of Retro Saloons. And next time, it's vans and utility. That'll certainly be interesting.